Hi guys, for today's video I have a favorites video for you. I decided to combine January and February because we're literally already halfway through February and I didn't want to skip January totally, but I do have some things that I've been loving throughout February as well. So I figured instead of waiting to the end of February and skipping January, I would just kind of pick a date in the middle and kind of combine the 2 months and show you guys all the makeup I've been loving throughout the past 2 months. So I hope that's okay with you guys. I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Makeup that I got from Christmas that I finally got to test out. I have some TV shows, some music albums, lifestyle things, other things like that. So I hope you guys enjoy seeing my favorites from the past 2 months. I have a lot of good stuff to show you guys, so without further ado, let's get into the favorites video. So the first favorite is a palette that I've actually had for a while now. I believe I got this in December of 2015, and I really had neglected it for a while. It was kind of one of those palettes that I got and I was excited about, but I wasn't like over the moon about it at first. But now that I've been kind of putting it to the test and playing with different shades and shadows, and my technique has kind of changed, I've been really loving this palette, and it is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. When I first got this, I just had really low expectations for it because you guys know how I feel about the original chocolate bar palette, but I've definitely been playing with this more, and I have to say I absolutely love the colors in here. So here is what the palette looks like on the inside. You guys can see it has super like cool tone shades, super neutral shades. I've been really loving playing with like the browns, like the almond truffle, the mocha shade, this really deep brown shade on the corner. They're just such easy neutral shades to kind of throw all over the lid. Literally, I've been taking just like all the browns mixed together, buffing it all over my lid, and going to class. Super easy, super convenient, and I'm really glad I pulled this out again. The next palette that I've been loving, literally everyone's talking about it. I just uploaded my Valentine's Day tutorial using this palette, is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This is so good, you guys. It just has so many beautiful shades, perfect for all year round. I can see myself using this in the spring. I use this now in the winter. It's just so good. It is so pigmented. It smells so good. I love the variety of colors. It just has so many beautiful shades. I don't know if you guys can see right there. And again, this is something I've been reaching for a ton before class because I know it's gonna work for me. You guys know Too Faced shadows are my favorite, and this is like a perfect way to kind of stray away from my chocolate bar palette. I've just really been loving some shades in particular. All the peach shade, the candied peach pink shade, this one right here, which is called Summer Yum. Basically, the look that I just filmed for you guys for Valentine's Day is what I've been wearing almost on a daily basis. Those warms are just so pretty. And the last palette that I've been loving throughout January and February that I want to talk about is the Tartiest Pro palette. I know there's a lot of mixed reviews on this palette. I know some people hate it, some people love it. I've definitely been liking it the past couple months. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, this is my favorite palette ever. It's amazing, but it's definitely something I've been enjoying using the past couple of months. In particular, I really just love, again, this is so hard to show you guys because of the glare. I really just love the like neutral brown shades, super pretty. The shimmer shades are okay, nothing super metallic, nothing special, but the brown shades make a beautiful like neutral smoky eye. I have a new primer discovery that I've been love mixing together and using on my face. That is the Smashbox Photofinish primer and the Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying. I've always loved the Smashbox Photofinish. I've always had samples and I decided just to order like a deluxe mini. I love this. I really have loved mixing it with the Step 1 Equalizer Skin Mattifier from Makeup Forever because the foundation that I've been using, I will talk about next, is a little bit more on the glowy side. So the Equalizer kind of just makes me mattified in the center of my face, but it doesn't over dry me in any way. It just, I hit the T-zone with it on top of the Smashbox one just to kind of keep the oils in the middle of my face under control, and these two together have just been working really well at keeping my face alive looking and lively in that sense, but not greasy, and they don't make my foundation slide all over the place. And that foundation that I'm talking about is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glo Foundation. You guys, I am in love. This foundation is so good. I've been using this so much more than my Maybelline Matte and Poreless. I know that sounds crazy, but it is just so good. The formula is amazing. It has almost full coverage. It is so lively and dewy, but I don't look greasy, especially with the mattifying primer underneath. It's just so good. If you have oily skin and you're really scared of trying this, don't be scared. Definitely give it a shot because it is like one of the luminizing foundations that I've tried that actually works for greasy skin. This does have sunscreen in it, so it probably will give a flashback. I actually haven't tried it. Whenever I have to go out at night or I know I'm taking pictures, I still go for my matte and poreless because I know that's something that's going to last me through the night. This is definitely more of like my daytime foundation, my natural foundation while still having a lot of coverage. This has broad spectrum SPF 15, radiant finish for normal to dry skin, but again, don't be afraid of it if you have oily skin because it is hydrating, but not in a greasy way. I don't know if it's a 24-hour foundation. I never leave my foundation on for that long, and if you are curious, I'm in the shade 203 Nude Beige. The concealer that has been in everyone's favorites videos for like the past 3 months is now going to be in my favorites video. I absolutely have been loving the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Super full coverage, definitely really sculpting. A little bit goes a long way, so it does come with a heftier price tag. I believe $24, $23, something like that for this concealer, but literally like one dot here, one dot here. You can have like the full triangle going on your face if you just spread it out. It is so full coverage. Again, a little bit goes such a long way. The packaging is so cute, and I really love how fat the wand is. If you guys probably have seen how fat the wand is, it just applies it so well. My only con and the only bad thing I have to say about this concealer is the shade selection absolutely sucks. They even like expanded it a couple times, and I'm still having trouble finding my perfect shade. I've actually had to mix this with a little bit of a darker concealer. I've been mixing it with the Maybelline Better Skin in the shade Ivory, just a little bit darker, a little bit warmer, because I have the shade Fair Neutral, which is a good undertone for me, really good. I love a neutral concealer, but it's just way too light, and then light neutral is way too dark. Light neutral is like darker than my skin, so I've definitely been having trouble finding my right shade. So I'm just kind of taking this and mixing it with a drugstore concealer, and it's been lasting a long time and giving me a really good coverage. The last 3 makeup products I have to talk about are lip products. The first being what I have on right now is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in Tres Leches. This is an oldie but a goodie for me. So good. I love the butter glosses, and I really just love these. They have more of a punch, more pigment, more gloss, and they just last a lot longer. So comfortable on the lips, so hydrating, and they smell like cake, which is always a plus. You guys know for Christmas I actually received one of those Smashbox lighted up gloss sets, which I really love this shade. I haven't really tested out the other ones, but this is the one that I fell in love with. This is called Bare Light. Seriously, it's just a shimmer gloss with a little bit of shimmer and like glitter in it. The glitter really doesn't translate that much on the lips. It doesn't feel like gritty or anything like that, but it gives such a pretty shine. It is so glossy. It makes your lips look super plumped, but it doesn't have any plumping effects. And this is kind of just what I've been grabbing if I'm running late or doing like a natural makeup look, kind of like what I have on today, and I just want a sheer super glossy lip. This one is really good. Really quickly, here are just some swatches. This is the NYX gloss. As you can see, really pigmented. It just has like high impact. And this is the Smashbox gloss, which is just pretty much sheer, but it has a lot of pretty shine to it. And the last makeup product that I have to talk about is the Jordana Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lipstick. I was in my local Dwayne Reed and I saw Jordana, which I'd never seen before besides just hearing about it on YouTube and stuff, and I was so excited. I really wanted to try one of their liquid lips, and they are so good, you guys. Seriously, I don't think it was more than like $3, $4, and it is definitely one of the best liquid lipstick formulas that I've tried. It goes on so smooth. It is so comfortable. It never feels drying on my lips, and this color is absolutely stunning. I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand because this is definitely something that I need to show you guys. But if you saw my last tutorial, or if you want to see this in action, definitely check out my last video because this is what I had on. So here is what the shade looks like right there. This is Tiramisu. Oh, it's just so pretty. Such a beautiful, like warm rosy brown shade, and I've seriously been wearing it almost every day. It's so cute, compact, so little, and just for the price, and even like I would even think it was a high-end liquid lipstick. Like, that's how good it is. So that is it for my makeup favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. I know I had so much makeup, but seriously, January and February were just such good months for me when it came to like beauty. If you guys want to stick around to see me talk about like some of my favorite TV shows, I'm going to be talking about some music. That is the part of the video that I'm going to be getting into right now. So I have 2 shows that I really love throughout the month of January that I wanted to talk to you guys about. The first being Skin Wars. Basically, if you guys know like Cupcake Wars or any of like those competition shows, it's basically like Cupcake Wars but for skin and body painting. It is so good. Such a good show. If you guys are into like art or makeup or body painting, definitely something I recommend watching, because I'm into makeup but I'm not necessarily into like body painting, but I still just found it so interesting, and I even felt like I learned like some techniques, and they even do have to like apply makeup onto their models. So it's definitely good. There are 3 seasons on Netflix. I binged literally all of them within like a month or so, so I definitely recommend that. And the second show that I want to talk to you guys is totally different. It's more of like a sci-fi show. It's on the CW, and it is called The 100. Basically, the Earth is just like not survivable, so they're living in kind of like this community in space. So basically, like 100 of the juvenile prisoners that are in when like the space community gets sent down to Earth and they basically just have to see if the Earth is survivable. They go through like troubles. It is just such a good show. I don't want to spoil much. I feel like that's all I can say without like spoiling it, but I definitely recommend it. It's super good if you're into more of like sci-fi survivor shows like that. And for music overall, I've been really loving Spotify, making my own playlists and stuff like that. I don't have a public Spotify. If I ever do, I will definitely let you guys know, but I've just been loving listening to my music on Spotify. But the one album that I've really been loving is Stoney by Malone. It is just so good. I really have been enjoying his music lately. I'm really into it, so definitely check that out if you're into more like rap, hip-hop, or if you like any of Malone's stuff. His new album is really, really good. So yeah, that completes my January and February favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing everything that I've been loving. Definitely let me know what your favorites have been for the past couple of months. Let me know what TV show and music you guys have been into. I would definitely love to know. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!